Hold on. Y'all want to make a beat that sounds like this?
I don't know what niggas mad for. She said I'm acting like an asshole.
Well, you've got some good luck, because I'm about to show y'all how right now. Alright, the first thing I did is I went on YouTube. And when I was on YouTube, I thought to myself, I was like, what do I want to sample today? So I typed this in and I started scrolling through. And I found this one, bro. It was like this, right? So I said, this sounds flippable, bro. Like, I'm gonna turn this into something. I didn't know what type of beat I was gonna turn it into, but I said I was gonna turn it into something. So I came up here, clicked sample, and then you can record it, right? It's an extension on Google or whatever browser you got. So boom, I got a solid clip from that and I brought it into FL like this. So originally it was the original, like it was one giant MP3 file that stretched across the whole screen, but I chopped it up into smaller sections like this. Basically, this is a loop that we ended up getting from the YouTube. The first one, what I did is I exported two different portions from it. So there was a bass portion and there was a non-bass portion. So what I did is for the bass portion, I have it EQ'd a little bit out on the bass, but basically this is the bass section. Okay, so it's heavy on the bass. I took the low mid and I brought it down some to make room for the other melody that is more high end. So I had to bring the mid down on the first half with the bass and all that. So boom, we got the stereo enhancer on the right side on this first loop with all the bass and stuff, and then with the second loop we got it on the left side, so that way it's kind of separated through your ears so that I could stack this sample like on top of itself. So boom. And then obviously there's reverb. Use whatever reverb you guys want to when you're making beats. It's just personal preference. So what I did is I got out FL keys and I laid down this to go on top of the loop. Super catchy. This EQ right here, because once again that low mid region is kind of scuffed sometimes. I EQ'd out a lot of the low end right here with that little slant, reverb, this delay with these settings, and then this stereo enhancer. So basically it sounds like this all together. Alright, so for the drums, these type of drums are very fun to make. Pretty repetitive, but at the same time you can mix and match what sounds you use every time and use completely different sounds. So for the clap, it's a basic 4-step, I'm pretty sure. So it's like that, this reverb, this EQ. Next sound we got is this hi-hat, which only comes in and out in certain parts. And see how it's like a very like different frequency from all the other sounds? It's weird, you know what I mean? It's just with these type of beats, you can really use a lot of different sounds that are unique. For the 808, I went to the Martin Lieb kit and I got this crazy 808. Listen. If you're having trouble finding the root note of a sample that you're trying to flip, a good thing to use is the piano, and you can kind of go note by note listening to see which note is the root note. And if you can't find it, there's other tools that you can look up that will find it for you. But the easiest way for me is just to copy it from the piano. So for the 808, I just copy the same root notes from this piano. So it's the B and the D sharp, and then the B and the D sharp. So boom. And then this is the classic. I just call it the Yhapojj perk at this point, or Vox. It's like, that's using like so many beats. Same with this crash right here. This crash is like just super good to layer with the 808 because it's very far in the background. And then boom. So this was a snare, but now it sounds more like a clap with the effects that I have on it, with this EQ and this reverb. The reverb, I mean, kind of just makes it sound more like a clap. But yeah, that's gonna bounce with the other clap and it's gonna be super clean. This sounds more of like a texture layer. You don't really hear it like that. But it's layered with the same settings as the piano. Sometimes I accidentally do that and it turns into sauce. So that's what happened there. And then this is like some weird perk I found in the Martin Lieb kit as well. If y'all want all the sounds that I use in this video, y'all join up in the Discord and you know what I'm saying, they're in there. So y'all go check it out. This is what all the drums sound like together. So for the outro of these beats, just to make it a little bit more unique and to make it flow back into itself. So for this outro, this is what it sounds like. I love that outro, but basically what we did for that is super simple. I went in here, I exported the piano by itself, so nothing else, just the piano. What I did is I highlighted where I wanted, like what I wanted to export by right clicking up here and dragging, and I left a little bit of extra space behind the keys so that it will flow nicely, and it'll have some space to bleed out so that I can build up the outro, if that makes sense. Yeah, once we got that exported by going into here and clicking wave, I dragged it back into the project, I double clicked on it, and then I clicked reverse right here, and that way it flips the whole loop around. Basically you repeat that process for the drums right here, and then that's how you get this segment right here with the drums. So you can kind of choose what sounds that you want to be in that. And then for the last little effect, the little tape stop effect to make it like flow nicely to the end of the beat, I put the range on 11 up here, and then I right clicked and did create automation clip, and then basically it'll give you all of this. Just copy and paste this first value and then come over to the very end and right click where this dot is and then click paste, and then now you can just drag this knob all the way up right here in this middle section, and then basically that's going to give you this little drop off. Super clean, bro. And then it goes like this. But yeah, you can mess around with that, and it doesn't have to be anywhere specific in the beat. Like you can use it for a switch up, like on the bridge or something. Like y'all just mess with that yourself. But yeah, basically that's the whole beat. You really just want to focus on sound selection with these and making sure that all your sounds are kind of on their own frequency, which obviously I'm still trying to practice and get better at. And let's see, I didn't spend that much time on this beat right here. 50 something, like it was probably like 30 minutes. I only spent like 30 minutes on this. Y'all like, subscribe, go comment down below if you want some more videos like these. Here's the whole beat.